Diddy was found not guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking charges and found guilty of the prostitution charges. After that happens, of course, people are like, well, will he have to go to jail? What happened? So sentencing will happen. Today, they're having a conversation in court about when his sentencing will actually be. It's supposed to be October 3rd, but Diddy's team is asking for it to be expedited. Today, we'll find out when he'll be sentenced and how soon that'll be. And that leans on the probation office. Like, they have to put together like a sentencing report. And then however long that takes, we'll know when that date is going to be. His attorney, Mark Agnifilio, spoke to AP News, and he told AP News that when Diddy went back into jail, he got like a standing ovation from the other prisoners because he beat the federal government, and they said that they've never seen people be able to beat the government that way. The prosecutors, they were talking about up to 20 years, but of course Diddy's team is like, that's ridiculous. So
that's what the charge carries. But
yeah,
he's a first time, which sounds crazy to say, but he's a first time non-violent offender.
Correct.
So they're saying at least a minimum of 4 years based on the sentencing guidelines. And, yeah, because whenever you talk about sentencing or charges, they have like a maximum and a minimum.
By the way, 4 is a long time for a 55-year-old man who's used to living the high life the way Diddy has. Okay.
Remember, OJ went to jail not for the crime. He went to jail for stealing his memorabilia back, and he got 20 years for it.
Well,
what are we talking about?
I remember because what I'm saying is, even though Diddy didn't get charged for the major crime, they can still plan him for it.
What OJ's crime, the stealing was a whole separate thing from...
Right, but he shouldn't have got 20 years for stealing, because most people who steal probably would have got a year for that, but he got 20 years because they wanted to stick it to OJ, so maybe they could possibly stick it to Diddy even though...
He might like getting stuck.
Oh.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
But what would he steal back? Like his tapes and
booty.
Like what would he steal back?
What you talking about?
We're not serious enough for
The
this.
jokes ain't never stopping. I'm letting y'all know that right now.
Yo.
When Diddy comes out, what happens next?
Yeah.
That's
What
what
does-
a lot
what
of
does
people
he
have been
do next?
asking. Like,
Does he do music? Does he sign the Black Effect and do a book? Does he do a podcast?
Podcast, yeah. He's definitely got. Because we did his last interview, so will he be his first?
Here's the thing. I fear people aren't going to learn a damn thing from this Diddy situation. Like, all the conversations I'm having sound so ass backwards. Like, you can blame the system.
Right.
We can say the feds overcharged him. We can say he was railroaded. We can say it was a shakedown.
Hey, yo.
Whatever.
Hey,
Yo,
crazy.
shakedown
That's what they're
is
saying. I mean, this is the
He
language that
doing
they're
the
using.
railroading.
This is the language that they're using. They're saying railroaded. They're saying it was a shakedown. But at what point are we going to have conversations about how he gave this system something to shake? Where's the conversations about accountability? Where's the conversations about discipline? Diddy made all this money, gave all these opportunities to people, created all these jobs, and it all burned down because of poor habits and lack of discipline. Drug use, violence towards women, and sleeping with prostitutes. You can't move like that when you are a black man in the position of power that Diddy was in. And I hate when people say things like, well, white men get to do this all the time. Well, guess what? We not white. Okay, we are black, and we can't and shouldn't want to move like corrupt white men do, but nobody wants to have that conversation about accountability and discipline.
And the enablers as well. Because he had to have people around him.
Yeah,
that
but
didn't-
you see how...
No, but it's
But you can't do
No, but it's a
it.
little
He's
bit of
saying he
everything.
can't do it all by
It's a little
himself.
bit of
So it was like a
everything.
whole
And you see how that
operation.
played out. They enabled, not all of
It's
them, but
everybody.
most people got on the stand and got immunity. The only person that they answer for something is Diddy. So I don't even think that
And the
matters.
only person you are in control of is you.
You
When you
are.
ask what Diddy should do, if he comes home, he should do the work on himself. That's what he should be doing. He should be going to do some deep, intense therapy. He needs to find God. That's what he needs to be doing. He shouldn't be worried about no career. He shouldn't be worried about trying to get back professionally. He should be focusing on his personal life. That's what he should be doing.